GeekCaster. Our name is Phil Geeks, and we've got Corey, and we've got Dayveonne. You're watching GeekCaster, and we're live. We're gonna give some reviews over here. We're gonna talk about some WandaVision, some Mortal Kombat, and all those other good things we can talk about over there. All right. So Corey, I know you're a huge fan. You brought me over to the other side of WandaVision, and
You're welcome.
Dayveonne, you were loving and talking about Mortal Kombat way before everybody else was. You called it. You said it's going to be hot. You said it's going to be good. You got your chips on the table. We're going to talk about what we think that's going to be like. But first, let's talk about WandaVision. All right, Corey, hit us off with WandaVision update.
Spoilers. We're doing a spoiler episode, right? You can't talk about this episode without spoilers, right?
Pretty much.
All right. 3, 2, 1. The reveal! Oh my gosh! I will say, I must give Dayveonne his props. He called it. He knew who Agatha was. But still, watching that reveal, I think I've never been more satisfied watching any other TV show than I was watching the Agatha reveal. That was just perfection.
Thank you, Corey, for basically acknowledging the fact that I called it.
You're right. You called it. I give you your props. We already knew. We knew Monica was going to turn into full-time.
I called that too.
But that was easy. That was an easy call. They broadcasted that from episode 4? So, no, episode 3. Yeah, episode 3. They were broadcasting that. So that was a no-brainer. However, we have questions.
Right. And I still think Agatha. I think there's something else.
Yeah, we all think there's something else. I think the most obvious...
Wait a minute. There's someone else.
Yes. And we're trying to figure out who that someone else is.
Excellent.
But there's one clue that I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about. Once we go into Agatha's dungeon, the first thing that we see are symbols. No one ever talks about the symbols. Everyone's concentrating on the book. What is that book? But there are symbols all around the top of her dungeon. What are those symbols? Who are they for?
Excellent.
Are they part of a ritual? Are they a charm? Are they symbols of people to come? I think that they're people to come. I think we're going to see people associated with those symbols.
Do I have to say it, Corey?
Okay.
It is Mephisto and Nightmare.
Oh, so now you're saying it's both?
Yeah. Well, no, I really think it's going to be Mephisto, but Mephisto is going to create these other characters, these other demons.
Wait. I thought you were going for... No, I was going for Nightmare. You're going for Mephisto.
Exactly.
So I think it's going to be Nightmare.
I think it's going to be Mephisto.
But it may be both. We may get both. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm thinking is, it could be that... Who's the guy that guy from... What's that movie over there? What's the one, what was it, Lovecraft?
Oh, you talking about, what's his name? You talking about the main character from Lovecraft? You think it's going to be, what's the character's name? Clicking. Are
we talking about Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, he's playing
King the Conqueror, right? No,
yeah.
This is King, right?
Is that possible?
It can be, because he is a time, but
he's a time.
It could be
that's way too early for him, though.
But you don't think that'll be the build up?
I think ultimately that'll be the villain of this phase, because Thanos was the villain for the other phases. I think Kang the Conqueror will be the villain for these phases, but we also had other little villains. I think ultimately Kang's going to be the villain that everyone has to team up to take down. But I think it's way too early in the game for that kind of talk right now.
All
I
right.
think so.
Right.
Well, the reason why I say that is because he's supposed to be really smart, right? He's supposed to be
Mhm.
advanced in technology. He's supposed to, his time travel and everything. He's supposed to be great in time. I think it's very interesting and very telling that, yeah, she's in a television, which is where Agatha maybe comes in. But if you notice, they keep keeping her in different time decades. She keeps going in different parts of time.
Well, I think that's
Am I going too far there? Am I pushing the
I
envelope?
think that's
Say
Huh?
again.
Say that one more
I
time.
said, am I pushing the envelope? Am I going too far on this one?
A little bit, just a little bit. I think we're stemming from Endgame and knowing that we have multiple verses or universes, and this is just her psyche going through decades, and this is going to introduce us into the multiverse phase that Marvel is pushing for now.
Oh no, wait a
But
minute. I just thought something. I just thought something, Corey. I just thought something, Corey.
Okay, what did you think?
I'm thinking, see, I'm doing your thing. See, I'm doing that annoying pause going to nowhere. No, what I was thinking about is like this. I was thinking that it'd be very interesting. See, it would be very telling if Marvel just did the same thing they did before. Build up to this one bad guy, and boom. Wait a minute, we all know. What's worse than one bad guy? What if this is a team of. No. What if this is three? Three evil people working together that they said, there's the Avengers, so we need to team up and take over the universe. It's possible.
it's possible. But Kang is really a solo artist.
Mm-hmm. Like, okay, here's what it looks like, and I see where you go with it, but I think you're pushing the envelope too much.
I like pushing the
First,
envelope.
yeah, but it's too
I
much
could
to the
fit the
point where
envelope, actually.
no. No, when I say you're pushing the envelope too much, you're pushing it to the point where it's really going over your head. Literally.
I'm just saying I
But
could fit into an envelope.
and, and you probably could fit into a ring box, so it's okay.
Well, that was too far.
That's what I'm talking about. What you're saying was too far into the cinematic universe.
Never mind.
But it's okay. So, my theory is this. We're going to start out small with the whole opening, the whole dark universe, meaning they're going to introduce us to the Nightmare universe, meaning Mephisto and all the other characters. And something happens where the universes or whatever occur breaks free or something that basically has connections to one another. So my theory is, yeah, the big bad is going to be King the Conqueror. But the setting is going to be Elseworld. Meaning superheroes against superheroes. Villains against villains. Team up to see who is the strongest, but they're going to go against it. That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Elseworld, where all the heroes, all the villains, you can't trust nobody because of the whole setup of this whole plan is to eradicate all super beings.
I saw it a completely different direction.
I'm gonna put some nice music underneath you talking about your new direction card.
All right.
Why you ain't do that for me?
Because that was good. That was intense.
That
I
was
needed
a good one.
silence. That was good. Elseworld.
Are we ready?
Oh, we're ready. Go
Yeah.
for it.
All right. I think we're going to get a villain from different universes. We're going to get a hero from that same universe. And all of a sudden, we're going to have a team up, like Dayveonne is saying, superheroes versus supervillains. But then comes Kang the Conqueror, where everyone has to team up to take down the one person who's going to take them all out. I think that's going to how it's going to go.
All right.
Like,
well, I think you're
take
both
care of
wrong.
this shit.
I think you're both wrong. Okay. How about that for diversity in media?
Which take on it, Phil?
Well, my
Yeah,
take
what's
on
your
it-
take on that?
Yeah, my take is on it's going to be on some Batman villain kind of thing where the Joker and even that whole DC thing where like the super villains get together and everyone's confused because they're like, well, this guy doesn't do that. Well, this one doesn't do that. Well, I know that one and I know that one, but nothing seems to be working out. Everyone's going to be confused and boom. But I do think the selfish one, Kang the Conqueror, will probably turn on somebody and then try to be the one over everybody and then disappear in time.
I think we're going
like
to
the
try to
solo
shut down the universe. Yeah, I can see that. I think there's a blend. I can see like, oh, this person came from this universe. We have to close the portal. Kind of like Spider-Man into the multiverse or into the Spider-Verse. Yeah,
that, yeah.
Yeah, you got to shut down all those universes or else they're going to implode. And then you chase Kang through different times and team up with people. I can see that. That's taking my thought a little bit further, but yeah, it's possible.
Well, that's what I started out with there.
Then you're going to see Miles around with Spider-Man. Yeah.
Well, what about their deal with Sony? They're allowing them to use Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I think it's 2 more films. Or is it 3 more?
And then Marvel owns it?
No, I think Sony. He go back to Sony.
Oh, so yeah. Sony's like, I'm never selling that.
Yeah, they understand that this is the cash cow. Like, this is what we waited all along for. Like, their investment is finally maturing and they can cash in on it.
Speaking of that, are you guys going to go back to the movie theaters? They're talking about letting people, as of this weekend, they can see a movie.
I went. Go ahead.
Yeah, he went up. If I do go, I got to get the 8 a.m. slot.
Okay.
I want the 8 a.m. slot. Yeah. Morning, just the first one in the movie theater, the first one out.
Yep, you'll be the only one thinking that.
Nah.
Kick rocks.
I would go. I mean, I went, like I said, my experience watching Tenet was amazing. That movie was made for the big screen. And if you didn't see it on the big screen, I feel sorry when you watch it on your regular laptop, TV, phone. It's not going to have the same impact.
Yeah,
So
come in my trailer.
when Godzilla vs. Kong comes out, I will be in theaters. Are there any other... Well, I may go to the theater to watch Mortal Kombat. I think I will do that.
That's called it. All right. Speaking of Mortal Kombat,
I started a transition, didn't I?
how do y'all feel about that trailer?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Geeks.
I thought it was all right. I mean, they definitely said they like the mystery kind of thing. But you saw the illegal one, right? The one that told the whole story? Or are you talking about the one that everybody else saw?
The one that everybody else saw. I ain't see
It was all
that
right.
one.
It kind of reminded
No,
me
the
of...
red. You saw the Red Band? You saw the Red Band trailer, or you saw the regular watered down trailer?
The regular one. The Red Band is the illegal one.
Yeah, I saw the Red Band trailer.
And And do you feel like you really need to see it anymore? You got the whole film?
No, I want to see it more.
Well, you'd say that anyway, no matter what happened.
No, there's certain films that I will say I won't see if I saw the Red Band trailer. But this film, Geeks, is one of those trailers that encourage you to see the movie on theaters or HBO Max, or why not both?
What is this movie guy voice that you're doing?
I have no idea, because I am excited when I saw that Red Band trailer.
Well, it's all right. I need to see more. I don't want to see all that, but I want to see a little bit more. I'm not impressed.
How about this, Geeks? How about I enlighten you? The story begins.
Wait a minute. Can you enlighten me without that voice? Yeah. Faster
With
and
Steve
not in that
Harvey.
voice.
Wait. Where Steve Harvey comes in with a shotgun. I can't believe it. It was Steve Harvey with a shotgun trying to blast a blue man, and the bullet just froze. And he takes Steve Harvey's arms and shatters them.
I'm just gonna move myself way over here. Yeah. Corey, let's just let him. Yeah, that's what I did. Yep. Way over. Yeah, way over. Yeah.
Don't y'all leave. Y'all can still hear me. and the movie is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. You get to see the man on fire do his legendary line.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what he's going through. You know, it's been tough times. You know, everyone's got that whole corona thing going on. I don't know. Just it's been rough. You know, we have to
and you
end
get
quarantine.
to see different characters that remind you of Disneyland.
So
it's almost like you're in Disneyland. And
Corey, I think I made up because I know you're in the
medical.
medical field, Corey. I think I just created something new. Quarantine-itis. I think he's got it. I think he's losing it.
I think we're gonna
I'm not losing it. I just speaking what the trailer presents.
All right, let's move on to something else so he can comment. What else we got there?
I'm not spoiling the movie because certain people on the episode.
Okay, now.
No. Let me finish. Let me finish.
No. What else? What's else going on, Corey?
What's the best movie you guys have watched on Netflix this year?
14th Amendment.
14th Amendment? Oh, that was the documentary. That didn't come out this year.
Yes, it did.
Are you talking about 13?
Was it? No, they said 14th. The one with Will Smith.
It's called Amend.
Amend. Yeah, sorry. Amend.
I was like, 14th Amendment? What? I did not
Sorry,
watch
amendment. Amend. Sorry. I said the wrong movie.
That was really good. That was a good one.
When no one told me about this. What? I need to watch it.
Wait. Corey.
Yeah.
How many times I had to tell you? You're supposed to pay attention. This is Black History Month.
So, I watched a really good movie, and it's called I Care a Lot. And I've never seen a movie. I don't get triggered, but I actually got upset watching this movie.
Corey got triggered.
Dayveonne has been officially canceled for the rest of this episode. So it's basically a movie about...
Wait a minute. This is important.
What happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing is called quarantine-itis. You too, with home alone, not going out, or you're just going to work and coming home and not doing anything because you're afraid of catching corona. I understand. But sometimes you just gotta drink a lot of water, look in the mirror and say, hey, it's gonna be alright. I'm not alone. Everybody's going through this at the same time I'm going through it. So if you find yourself talking in a weird TV voice to your friends or family, or even to yourself, if you sound anything like Dayveonne right now, you too have quarantine-itis.
Guys.
See what's happening?
If you think the Truman Show is you and you're in your own reality show, you have quarantine-itis.
Yeah. It's gonna be alright. Alright, Corey.
It's okay, guys.
Alright, we only got 10 minutes left, so Corey, talk about what you're talking about over there, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this was a very original movie. I thought it was. It's got a lot of people that you're gonna recognize. Like, oh, I know that guy. I know that woman. It's a lot of recognizable faces in this movie. It starts with people who are called guardians. So if you have an elderly person that you're taking care of, you are their guardian. If that person has no other family, they get state-appointed guardians. And this movie fantasizes how state-appointed guardians basically prey on the elderly. I don't like when people do this to elderly or they scam the elderly. And so this actually, it's not real. There are a lot of safeguards, but if those safeguards weren't there, there'll be a lot of scams that happen to elderly people like this on the regular basis. So that's the part that got me upset. But how this movie progressed, it was very interesting and refreshing. A very creative idea. I think everyone should check it out.
And again, that one's called
I Care a Lot.
And it's a comedy or a drama?
It's both. It's comedy. It's a thriller. It's drama. It's a movie. It's a actual movie. I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of elements that go on here.
Did you guys know?
It's actually ranked number 10.
Did you guys know that they just released another Pinocchio movie, by the way?
I heard, but I didn't think that it actually released. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, AMC is really trying to make a comeback with these emails.
Another Pinocchio movie?
Maybe I will watch it. Is it live action? I think it's live action, right?
It's live. But you know, it's public domain, so anyone could do a Pinocchio movie. It's not really a Disney thing.
But that story's been told so many times. People are tired of it, kind of like Snow White. I'll look at a trailer and see.
In a world where there's one girl.
What about Dalmatians? What's her name?
Corella.
Corella, yeah. I think Disney's doing a very interesting job of taking these bad girls and giving them their own thing. I think that's they're probably going to do a couple more. It is getting a little played, but it's not played yet.
Doing.
It's not played yet, and
it is played. It's the age of the anti-hero. It's played. The anti-hero isn't. Villains aren't villains. They're anti-heroes. Like, it doesn't make sense. We're idolizing the villains now and calling them anti-heroes. I don't like the trend.
Well, that part of it I don't like. I think a villain should be a villain. If you're going to make a villain movie about a villain, keep him a villain. They should not be an anti-hero.
Or like they were good and then they transitioned to a villain.
You know what? I'm going to refer back to a very past episode when we talked about my favorite villain, Killmonger. And you said he wasn't a real villain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, snap.
Wait.
Snap.
The Band-Aid is off. It stung a little bit.
Yeah.
Still does.
Yeah. That's right, Dayveonne. You said he wasn't a villain.
I don't think he was. Yeah, he was more the anti-villain, anti-hero that happens to.
Again, no, he was the villain.
They messed
He's
up.
He's an anti-hero.
Well, that's the thing. They he was clearly the bad guy, but they did add more to it to give it sympathy, which they should not have done, because you're either a villain or you're an anti-hero. And if you're going to be bad, listen, the good guy is only as good as the bad guy is bad. And, you know, if you watch that movie again, it takes away from the hero.
But that's the point, right? I think we're getting to a point right now where people don't want to take sides, right?
Yeah.
If you have an issue, you want to walk the line as cleanly as possible, but that makes no sense. You need to take a stand. If you're for this, then these things happen. You have to go against it. What Killmonger did said we need to basically support our race. And rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa was like, I don't care about other races. I only care about Wakandans. And then Nikita, the spy, was like, no, we need to do the right thing for the planet. And that's a clear distinction. And that's why he ended up doing the right thing for the planet. He took a stance, and that's where we're at. And that's why Killmonger is the villain. He's not the anti-hero. He took a clear stance. The stance was clear, and we knew what we were fighting.
Right. And I blame the script you really shouldn't have added that piece there. You know, because it's like here's a bad guy, but let's not make him too bad. Let's find, you know. I know. Ready, Corey? Ready with the Band-Aid? 1, 2, 3. Rip.
This is what this show has devolved into.
No, I will not accept that.
So we went from quarantine-itis to a full-on mental breakdown. He's reverted back to an infant.
No.
That's funny.
I think that's the first time we heard Phil laugh.
That's funny.
Yo, you need to be canceled with the rest of the puppets.
Oh my gosh.
All right, y'all. What's your social media?
I'll go first. I'm Corey. You can find me, IMGT3, on all the things. This episode, I love it.
I'm Dayveonne. You can find me on Instagram.
He kept it simple. No.
We gave him the studio clap. He got everything.
Something is wrong.
GeekCaster.com, GeekCaster on IG, on Facebook, GeekCaster Network. We're giving it to you.
Check on your friends. They are not doing okay in this pandemic.
Check on your friends. And if you're watching this, we're your friend and you're not alone. Quarantine-itis.
We love you. We care about